Hello, I'm Larimar. Today I wanted to make a video about your life purpose by astrological perspective. So this is based off of your chart ruler, the ruler of your first house. And I decided to make this series because I personally found it very useful to get to know who I am and get the clues from my birth chart. It incredibly helped me deepen my self-awareness and helped me realize the aspects of myself that I was not consciously aware of. So basically it allowed me to see myself from objective perspective. So I think it's very cool. So I actually just posted my blog post on my website, and so I'm going to refer to it. Basically, yeah, this is my notes. So yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with what is birth chart is basically a snapshot of the energetic dynamics at the time of your birth from your birth location. And it's interesting that this energy starts playing out throughout your entire life. So once you know how to decipher your charts, you can have a lot of clues about your life and how to ace your life. So I hope this is helpful for you, and let me know if you resonate with it. And know that not every single details are predetermined from the moment of your birth, because we all have our free wills. However, there are certain things that were predetermined, that we agreed upon to play this life. For example, there are certain things that we cannot really change, like the location of birth and parent, sibling, childhood experience, especially when we are physically vulnerable and don't have a lot of power to change the external circumstances. So those things are predetermined, and are accurately reflected on your chart. And most of the time, your childhood has a lot to do with your previous lifetime, and mostly the things that were not resolved in that time. So it was carried over to this current lifetime. Yeah, so without further ado, I would like to dive in. In this video, I want to talk about your chart ruler in the second house. So, for example, if your rising sign is Aries and your Mars is located in your second house, this is the video you would like to watch. If your rising sign is Taurus and your Venus is in your second house, which is in Gemini, if your rising sign is Gemini and your Mercury is in your second house, which is in Cancer, your rising sign is Cancer and your moon is in your second house in Leo. If your rising sign is in Leo and your sun is in your second house in Virgo, if your rising sign is Virgo and your Mercury is in your second house Libra, if your rising sign is Libra and your Venus is in your second house in Scorpio, or if your rising sign is Scorpio and your Mars is located in your second house in Sagittarius, or your Pluto is in Sagittarius. If your rising sign is Sagittarius and your Jupiter is in your second house in Capricorn, if your rising sign is Capricorn and your Saturn is in your second house Aquarius, if your rising sign is Aquarius and your Saturn or Uranus is in your second house in Pisces, if your rising sign is Pisces and your Jupiter in Neptune is in Aries in your second house, this is the video you would like to watch. If your chart ruler is in your second house, your life purpose is to create a stable, secure life. Your main role is to keep things practical, useful, and resourceful. You are here to experience life through physical ways. You need to build your resource management skills. So you're here to make wealth of any sorts, whether it be money, or it's not limited to money, but physical things in general, possessions, and build your family as well, because second house in Taurus rules your family lineage. So yeah, your main mission is to master how to handle physical things. For this reason, you may be strongly identified with physical things, including money, goodies, family. Some people may say that you seem to be attached to superficial things, but it's not bad at all. I hope you don't feel bad about it, because that's what you are supposed to do in this lifetime. Over time, you will learn how to see the true value behind the materials of or any subjects, including both physical and mental beliefs. Know how to value the things or even mental beliefs accurately. So your life purpose includes collecting, storing, and preserving the physical things that you value, including but not limited to money, food, any possessions, and knowledge. Finding the true worth of anything. You are very good at valuing. Using 5 senses and memory to create sensual experience as much as possible. And especially if your chart ruler is strong, having strong dignity, you will tend to have a good memory, because Taurus in the second house tends to store things, collecting, preserve the physical state, whether it's mental values. So for this reason, you would have a good memory, and that's part of your natural inherent gifts. In saving and conserving things or traditions to make them even more useful, using your inherent gifts, using your voice, speaking up your voice. Also, if your chart ruler is strong, you will have a beautiful voice, especially if your Venus is in the second house. Surprise is not your thing unless Uranus or Aquarius affects your first house or second house. No, some people are rebels, but not everyone needs to be a rebel. You may feel comfortable in having a secure job, even if it's repetitive and predictable. This may be a fit for you. Of course, there are other factors you need to consider in your chart, because there are many variables, but these people tend to like to have a simple life, and they would find it easy to find happiness in life, because Taurus in second house is a simple house, and happiness comes from simplicity. By just not making things complicated, we can find more happiness and stay emotionally fulfilled and stay happy. Yeah. Your life purpose also includes being conscious of what you eat. Food plays an important role in your life. You may be sensitive to what you take into your body, or as well as what you buy into mentally. Make sure that you're surrounded with good quality food, organic food, more fresh greens and vegetables, as well as beneficial food for thoughts. This is because Taurus is a fixed sign, and whatever you take into your body or your body system, mental levels as well, it tends to affect you on the long term. You may even have resistance to changing your diet or your beliefs because of this fixed quality of the second house or second sign from your rising sign. So for that reason, setting a healthy boundary is important. You may have a clear definition of almost anything, but things are changing all the time. And sometimes we need to change our definitions. We need to change our own definitions of the things in order to pace up with the changes that are happening in the world. So adopting flexibility, adaptability would be encouraged. And your life purpose is not to completely guard off yourself and be vulnerable, but it's about keep upgrading your boundary and definitions so you can keep growing the values. That includes money, products and services you can offer to others. And you have a good taste of managing resources. So you are able to multiply what you already have. So for example, recycling, upcycling, and energy conservation, those are the things that you would be able to take advantage from materially. So these are just examples. It's because Taurus is about storing. It rules storing system and preservation. So keep focusing on preservation and knowing the true worth of the physical values, physical things, including yourself. That's gonna be a major theme of your life purpose. You are supposed to enjoy this physical world, enjoy what this world has to offer you in physical ways. And also, by doing it on your own, you can help others to understand and see the true value of any sorts, any physical things. Another one, developing your self-worth is crucial. You can earn what you feel you deserve. The more you feel good about yourself, the higher self-esteem you have, the more money and resources you'll be able to attract. So work on your self-esteem so you'll be able to bring material financial stability into your life easily. So this is what I wanted to share with you, and I hope you found it useful, inspiring, and even entertaining. I would love to read your comments if you would like to share, so let me know, and let me know if you have any questions, because I don't think I covered everything. If there's anything that I missed, or if you want to know personally, just let me know. I'll try to answer as much as possible. So thank you, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.